Every time Wisconsin drafts a budget, it ends up in the red. State law requires a balanced budget, so lawmakers have always come up with creative ways to brush the deficit under the rug. In the past, the state has plugged the gap with one-time tobacco settlement money, by stealing money from segregated accounts like the Highway Fund, and by jacking up taxes and fees.
They just pilfered everything they could get their hands on.
This time around, that structural deficit is at $1.2 billion. One Wisconsin lawmaker is suggesting a novel approach to the problem, solving it.
We cannot replicate the decade that we've just left. We've got to clean it up and do it right, and that means people have got to understand they're going to get less. But we will put our house in order.
And Senator Ellis makes it sound too simple.
The goal ought to be to eliminate the structural deficit in 1 year.
The first step involves natural growth.
The revenue growth would come because right now they're predicting that the economy is starting to pick up and we're going to get 4% revenue growth. It could go to 5%.
That could mean about $650 million, bringing the shortfall down to about $550 million. Next, Senator Ellis wants to cut spending across the board, in every single agency, by 4%.
If you took 4 cents on every dollar and cut it, leave them 96 cents on the dollar, across the board, 1 cent generates $113 million. So 4 cents would generate $452 million in reduced spending.
That comes out to another $450 million, and the deficit would now be at right around $100 million. To finish off the structural deficit, Ellis wants to see targeted spending cuts.
There are some programs that should be eliminated completely. They are absolutely dysfunctional. The Earned Income Tax Credit. There's $93 million under the Earned Income Tax Credit, which goes to people who have no income tax liability. Remember, this program was an Earned Income Tax Credit. We're giving money to people that don't have a tax liability. That's nothing more than redistribution of the wealth. So if you pull that piece out, you can save $90 million.
And presto,
you have effectively eliminated the structural deficit.
Of course, targeting programs like the Earned Income Tax Credit is going to bring out some fierce resistance.
Well, we've got a Republican governor, we've got a Republican Senate, and we've got a Republican Assembly. So I'm sure that there will be the Democrats will be yelling all of the things that they always yell. But the fact of the matter is every household in Wisconsin for the last 3.5, 4 years is living on less. Our unemployment, underemployment is over 15%. You don't even know if it creeps closer to 18 or 19 when you look at people who aren't looking anymore. Every household in Wisconsin has had to reduce their reoccurring expenditures because of either job loss or downsizing to being underemployed. Government needs to adopt the exact same mantra. They have to do it.
But the problem could be far worse than the projections Senator Ellis is working with. Although the state does admit it has a $1.2 billion deficit, many officials, including Governor Walker, estimate the deficit could be 3 times that amount. Whatever the actual deficit is, and whatever lawmakers decide to do about it, is likely to result in some controversial debate in the coming months. For the MacIver Institute, I'm Bill Osmolsky.